Good afternoon, Chairman. Good afternoon, Councillors. Good afternoon, Mayors. First and foremost, I'd like to present this letter that I received from the AMT to Mayoress Verte, Andre Lavallee, and Mayor Tremblay. And my question is to Mayor Verte of TMR. Transparency, openness, and sunshine laws are key to a free and fair and free society. Why can I get fire and safety and life safety plans and standards for New Jersey Transit tunnels and plans to New York City that will host the same dual energy, bi-energy locomotives under the Hudson River, and the AMT refuses to acknowledge any plans to upgrade the fire safety standards of a tunnel, the Mount Royal Tunnel, that is almost 100 years old? Aren't they aware of the possible dangers as described by New Jersey Transit of fuel-laden locomotives using the Mount Royal Tunnel and perhaps a spark and a fire, which has a tunnel which has no emergency exits? Given that 9/11 happened in New York City and New Jersey is much closer to New York City, and given that they're much more open than the AMT, why is the AMT not sharing this information with the public? Given that the public does ride and use and pay for the AMT, I was wondering what gives, and what is your position, Madame Mayor?
Madame.
Monsieur le Président, effectivement, la question de Monsieur Shtern est très valable. Et puis, je dois vous dire que j'ai reçu, et peut-être comme d'autres personnes ici autour de cette salle, un document très épais avec toutes les recherches et l'information dont M. Shtern vient de présenter. Et c'est sûr que je ne peux pas répondre pour l'Agence métropolitaine de transport. Mr. Shtern, I guess you understand I can't answer for them, but I did get all your documents and I appreciate them very much. Obviously, the research you've done and the information that you bring is very pertinent and the basic question is very valid. All of us here represent either boroughs or municipalities whose citizens use the train to get to work downtown in the morning. And I wasn't sure if you were going to ask a question today on this issue, but I was going to ask a question during the councillors' question period to find out if l'Agence métropolitaine de transport had communicated with the City of Montreal, either with the mayor or the administration of the city or with STM. Je me pose la question si la STM a eu un rapport ou de l'information de l'AMT sur leur projet d'ajouter des trains avec duo énergie, avec le diesel et l'électricité. Parce que c'est sûr que la question sur la sécurité des passagers qui vont utiliser le tunnel sur ces trains-là, on doit s'informer comment ces passagers seraient toujours en sécurité et quels sont les risques que représentent les nouveaux trains qui vont passer par le tunnel. I will continue to, with my colleagues, see if we can either get information from IMT or have a meeting with representatives of IMT so they can fill us in on whether they have emergency measure plans. I'm sure we have to have emergency measure plans for our metro system, and if that's the case, I'm sure there has to be special measures for the people using that tunnel to get downtown. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Madame, Monsieur Dauphin, complément de réponse?
Complément, Monsieur le Président. Effectivement, j'ai lu l'article dans la Gazette ce matin. I read the article. et je comprends les préoccupations de ma collègue, Mme Daneluc, mairesse de Ville-Mont-Royal, qui siège avec moi d'ailleurs sur la CSP, Commission de sécurité publique. J'ai communiqué avec le service des incendies de Montréal et puis je serai en mesure d'avoir les résultats, les conclusions, dans le fond, de l'analyse qu'ils vont faire de la situation. À l'OMT, on nous répond que le service des incendies a été mis dans le coup, puis tout est correct, mais I just want to be sure that it is the case, so we'll be in measure the next couple of days to have the conclusion of their study, and we will act accordingly after that. But we're taking it very seriously, we're looking after it, and with my colleague, Mrs. Daniluk, we'll make sure that the conclusion will be safe for all citizens of the island of Montreal, but we're taking it very seriously.
Thank you, Mayor Dauphin and Mayor Daniluk. The problem is that this tunnel is almost 100 years old. As far as I know, it was never upgraded. There aren't any elevators or escalators or emergency access or fire extinguishers, etc., along the tunnel line. That plan should be made public because there's a cost to upgrading this tunnel. I know of several cases where there have been fires. There was a fire in the namesake tunnel in Baltimore, the Mount Royal Station tunnel fire. This is a CSX freight tunnel, and there was a fire there just a few years ago. And this brought up a lot of issues with regards to diversion of trains, etc., etc. There have been fires at the Channel Tunnel, etc. My question is, will you press the AMT to become more publicly oriented, to be open, and to share this type of information? This is ridiculous. I asked a question to the mayor a few months ago with regards to the AMT and AMT reform, and I think it's high time that the AMT open up and not be...
Sir?
Yes. Will you do that, please?
Would you like to comment on that, Mr. Dauphin? Or?
Yeah, like I said, we're taking it seriously. We will wait for the conclusion of the Fire Department of Montreal. And as you know, AMT is a Quebec body. It's the Quebec government that created it in the 1995 or 96, whatever. And it's true. I sat on the board for 4 years. My colleague, Mr. Lavallée, is sitting on the board now. And they're sitting on camera. They're sitting in closed doors. So we'll have to make, you should make a representation to your MNAs to make sure that in the future they could sit in public or be more open to the citizens and the population.
Merci, M. Dauphin. Merci, M. Shtern.